Hey fellow explorers, I'm definitely coming to you from a different vantage point today. I am on a kayak in the beautiful Newport Back Bay. I just rented this kayak from the Newport Aquatic Center right back there. There's plenty of parking. There's some porta potties. You rent these from a trailer. $20 an hour for the single kayak. After you get it, then you put on a life jacket and you pick up your paddle. You get to choose your kayak. Of course, I picked the yellow one, right? And then push it out to sea. Pretty self-service here. They take your ID and they let you go and they charge you when you come back. And after a few paddles, we are off. Where can we go? Well, by the way, there's a plane taking off right now. This is right in the flight path of John Wayne Orange County Airport, my favorite airport in the area. We can go north up to a buoy that says Nature Preserve, and we can go as far that way to the ocean. All right, so let's go explore. All right, let's head off in the direction of the Nature Preserve, and then we'll make our way towards the ocean. If you're not familiar with Newport Beach, this neighborhood in Southern California is one of the most expensive cities to live in all of the world, because many of the houses here have ocean views. Many of them have their own private boat docks. We're gonna go kayak around some of those boat docks and try to feel rich today after we explore nature. All right, looking over this way, I see some people that are fishing over there on the side, and over here I see a cool seagull. Oh, and a fish just jumped out of the water. That's neat. Oh, there's a good fish again. Flying fish today. All right, so here we are coming up on the Nature Preserve. The sign that says channel closed, so we can go no further this way. There's already a cool bird right here on this little kind of like log sticking up out in the ocean. I underestimated how difficult it is to vlog while on a kayak, because you gotta have two hands and this and that. So I'm gonna find out some creative places to put the camera. All right, so behind us in the Nature Preserve, there's lots of great kind of like coastal hiking areas that are in the cliffs that way. It's one of our favorite places to hike on hot days because we get the cool breeze. But let's go head out to the ocean side and see what we can see. Let's go scope out some of these expensive houses and their yachts. On our right, we're passing by the Aquatic Center again. We've got a couple people, it looks like they just took their kayaks out. The direction from there to the Nature Preserve, I don't know, for me, was about 10 minutes, so not too far to go in that direction. Definitely you can go much longer in the direction of the ocean. So this is fun. And off in the distance that way, there's a kayak with a doggy on it. So much fun. So now we're just a few minutes beyond the Aquatic Center, paddling this way, and you can see this sign here. It says private waterway. This waterway is a private waterway. It's not a public waterway. These houses, they all have their own private boat docks. Okay, let's go get a closer look. All right, we're definitely out here next to some pretty big, expensive boats. These aren't the biggest ones. We're gonna see biggest ones in a little bit, but many of these houses have these boats docked in front of them. These little ones to the right, those are called Duffys, and those are like the quintessential Newport Beach sightseeing boat. You can see one over here, the Ohana. You can see a couple more over there. Small boats, generally great for having a picnic on, eating on. Lots of houses with kayaks and jet skis too. They put the jet skis up out of the water so that they stay better, I guess. It's nice. You can put your aquatic things in the water and you can keep them dry too. All right, we're in a big open area of the bay now. Here we've got some docks. I guess these are the poor people. These are the people that don't have a dock private to their own house, so they got a dock at this little marina. But in this direction is kind of a cool like camping area where you can camp on the sand. It's called Newport Dunes, and it's like an RV park and campground. The beach itself is public, so if you can park around in the public areas, then you can go and enjoy the beach. There's a cool pedestrian bridge we're gonna go check out over here too. The name of this boat right here is Lucky. You know, I just bought my Powerball ticket for the $1.7 billion draw. I'm hoping I'm lucky too. I'll get myself a boat just like that. All right, here's that cool pedestrian bridge that I mentioned. This one just kind of connects one part of the Finger Bay to the other, so you don't have to walk all the way around. It looks like it's private, but it's really open to the public. So if you're out on the beach, you're exploring, you can go across this. You can ride bikes across it. I like to do a bike ride all the way around Newport Bay, and this is kind of the shortcut. There's also a bike path that runs along the back side of the Newport Dunes Camp and RV Park. But the sign above says no motorized craft beyond this point. The good news is we are not motorized. just my own muscle motor right here. Newport Dunes also does like a lot of interesting activities throughout the year. 4th of July fireworks, they do some Christmas lights, but let's go check out their like on the water sort of like inflatable playground. Right, so here we are, the inflatable playground on the bay. And this is not connected to the land by any bridge, so if you want to get out here, you absolutely have to swim. They've got this gigantic mountain-looking thing right over here with some kind of like climbing things to climb up it. And then they've got all of these, which once you swim to them, they're all actually connected by bridges and some big slides. Looks like a lot of fun. Now, Newport Dunes, if kayaks aren't your thing, you can also rent these pedal boats to go around. There's some cool glitter pedal boats. Oh, I hear a plane. There it is, right up there, looking into the sun. Okay, not a good shot. I also see some Duffy boats that they've got to rent right back there. Oh, and I wasn't really intending this to be a video about Newport Dunes, but it turns out a lot of cool things to show here, and I've never seen it from this kind of water vantage point. These are the campgrounds, or RV campgrounds. They've also got some like little trailer cottages that you can rent over here too, and you know, this is a great place for kids to come and go in the water. This is absolutely salty water. It's a ways from the ocean, so totally flat, totally calm. Restrooms, lifeguards here, so great family spot. Just for geographic things, that road you see in the distance behind the trees, that's Pacific Coast Highway, and then Jamboree is the other main road that's just over this way. Now that I've circumnavigated the playground here in the water at Newport Dunes, I've been in the bay for about 40 minutes on my kayak, and my hour's almost up. I mean, I could go for longer, but I'm cheap, and the AdSense revenue, it's not that great yet. And I'm also trying to save up for one of those Duffys and bayfront houses, so I'm gonna book it back to see if we can get back in an hour. Well, 20 minutes from now, hour total in the water. Oh, if you're taking out a paddle boat from Newport Dunes, you actually can't take those beyond this bridge. So that's something to know. And it looks like Newport Dunes also rents their own kayaks right here on the beach. Oh, and the other popular rental, you see a couple girls on them right here, are the stand-up paddle boards. You saw some parents probably watching their kids at that water playground paddling those stand-up paddles around. That is definitely the new cool water sport. I'll take the kayak though, it's a bit more stable. right, so how did I do? 13 minutes back from Newport Dunes to the Newport Aquatic Center. Turns out I can make really good time when I'm not vlogging and holding my camera all the time. Well, fellow explorers, if your travels bring you to Newport Beach, definitely check this place out. It turns out I think you can actually go further into the nature preserve. I think the buoy that I saw was the one to tell boats not to go there. I think the kayaks can actually go further. It's a lot of fun. It's my first time doing this after 15 years living here, and what I've learned is I'm gonna have to do it again, and I wanna go further, because next time I wanna go around Balboa Island and Lido Island. I think that'd be a lot of fun. If you wanna see part 2 of this adventure in the real, not the back bay, but in the actual Newport Bay, let me know. Leave me a comment. And if you wanna see more things to do in Orange County, check out this video right here of my 50 best things to do in Orange County, or dive into my whole Orange County video playlist. Fellow explorers, as usual, I won't say goodbye, because I'm gonna see you in the next video.